Hello, hello, and here have some sounds. Yes, it is me. I'm back, and let me get this stuff out of your face real quick here. All right, that's good. Okay, hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to a live stream that I did plan on doing, but didn't have a plan for. So yeah, that's how we've ended up in the wonderful world of Los Santos today. As usual, I will say hello. Yeah, I know it's a bit late, like theoretically 36 minutes off of when I kind of had anticipated doing this. Ooh, I just realized I'm not prepared in another aspect. Hold on, let me turn the camera off quickly. We gotta do something else that I forgot about. Things happened this week, guys. Things, they happened. Whew. Yeah, so, let's see, why am I late this week? Well, poor scheduling is the main thing. Oop, there we go. Much better. So, poor scheduling is the reason why I'm late this week. Yeah, I went out to, actually go to a restaurant for dinner tonight, and, turns out the closer, where the hell am I? That's where let's go raid the stash house here. I also don't have a plan for what I'm doing in GTA right now, by the way. But yeah, I didn't have, or the closer location that we were gonna go to, which is much closer, doesn't exist anymore, but the sign is still next to the road, so that was a bit confusing. So we had to go farther away. We got going there pretty late to begin with. We're there for a while, and then I came back here, obviously. But after I came back here, I couldn't just start streaming immediately. I had other things I had to do, like, had to do some exercise. That was the big one. That took a second. Then I actually had to set up for the stream, putting up the green screen, making the thumbnail, doing a bunch of other stuff for setups, because it's never smooth. Yeah. But yeah, so and in accordance with me going out, today's drink of choice is a thing of Coke from Moe's, because that's where I went to food. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I'm late, I guess, today. Hopefully we will have, no, I know I had JD Cool in the thumbnail. It's just because that's a really old screenshot that I had, which was actually engineered to be a thumbnail. Hopefully he will join us later, but right now he cannot join us, because he's in transit. So we will hopefully talk to him later. Maybe Tyler will pop in, maybe we can convince him to actually join us. He does have GTA, he doesn't play it. But maybe college courses are a bit too much for him to consider having any fun. Damn. So, interesting things going on this next week, obviously. Tuesday. We all know what's going on Tuesday, right? The other presidential debate, that's going on Tuesday. The others. Oh yeah, if we want to be interesting about. Oh, I forgot how much bad language typically there is in GTA. Age restricted, probably. Actually, it's probably a good idea to age restrict this. GTA is not the most age-friendly game. 123.45. Hello. 3:45. But yeah, okay. The real thing that's exciting about Tuesday is Satisfactory 1.0 is coming out, and at this point I don't know if I will be doing any sort of YouTube series on it, because I feel like I want to live stream it next week on Friday, but maybe I'll want to play it before Friday. Maybe I'll live stream that, maybe I won't. Because I want to play with JD Cool and stuff. Maybe I'll do a YouTube series on it, although I highly doubt that. Editing, I hate editing as is for stuff I have to edit, because I have a thing, it's like 2 weeks ago now, that I recorded that I have to edit. Still haven't edited that Boston trip from March, so yeah, maybe I'll get to it. Maybe I'll get to this stuff tomorrow. And also, actually, today I did recording for what might be a Coolcraft episode on Sunday. Maybe if I actually edit it tomorrow, I'll get that out. But it's actually going to be a pain, as it's primarily one long clip that I got to chop up. It probably won't be all that interesting. What am I doing here? Again, I said I have no idea what in fact I'm doing. Doing various daily objectives sounds like a good idea. So, cheese cache, stash house, junk energy trial. What are my daily objectives? They're probably stuff I won't actually do. Where is that? Wait, where is the daily objectives? It's in the interaction menu. I know that. Where challenges? Oh, there's weekly challenges now. Bike race, probably not going to do that. I could theoretically do that. Oh, that's a fun one. We'll do that one. What are weekly challenges? I did not know that. Earn 200,000 from selling product. Well, I theoretically could do that. I do have various products that are stocked up around the map that I could sell. The problem is they're maxed out, and you can't just sell a chunk of your product. You have to sell all of your product at once, which is poor game design, Rockstar. But yeah, I guess I could do that. Oh yeah, and once again today, the objective is to stream until the WAN show starts. But I didn't do that last week because I kind of just got tired and bored and felt discouraged to do it last week. And I didn't get a notification on my phone either way about WAN show starting. So, like, wow. WAN show something. Oh yeah, actually, an update to last week's stream as well. While I'm here, it turns out, yeah, a lot of what I did last week was for nothing. I debated this week going back and actually, starting over again with the new method that I know works. But in short, the end portal does actually still work to safely hold it. You just got to do it one block lower than I've ever done it in the past. Because in the past, I was placing the soul sand right up against the bedrock. Apparently, you could drop that down a block and it will still hold the wither just fine. And it works just fine, in fact. I built, on non-Coolcraft survival server, I built with my automatic wither killer, automatic wither killing device, on a different server, one block lower than before. It worked perfectly. The spawn didn't get destroyed like it did before. So all good. I would want to design a faster one though, which is what I might consider doing again on live stream. Maybe Sunday, because I do plan on doing a live stream this week on Sunday. What I'm doing? I don't know. Good chance that I could be doing some sort of coding thing on Sunday though. I have an idea that I wanted to try to actually get working for a while now, which I think would be interesting to do it live. I don't necessarily know of good to do it live, but interesting to do it live. And it also might involve reading various internet sources to figure out what I want to do. But yeah. Besides that, another thing that I could theoretically do is schoolwork on stream, but it's not normal schoolwork. So right now one of the courses I'm taking is software engineering, and basically what it is it's a group work course where you build software with other people. The idea of the course is to learn how to develop software with a team instead of just on your own. Now obviously I've done it on my own before, my game, which you can check out at the link in the description, by the way, if you haven't. Obviously I can do it alone. And that, mind you, that has been over 4 years. Our current, to just give you an idea of how the course is... Has this... Okay, I generally don't play GTA Online with headphones on. Does G's Cache always make a beeping sound? Because I've never heard it before. Until now, with the headphones. Interesting. Anyhow, the idea that... I mean, so the course is kind of split up into different sprints, I'll call them, for lack of a better term. Where you start over from... Or at least I'm pretty sure you start over from scratch. And you build... effectively this exact same program from scratch each time, taking lessons and techniques that you've learned from the previous section and applying them to the next section. The first section is the just try to do it yourself, or is the you have no instructions on how you should approach this other than like here's the product that you're going to be making. You get to make creative decisions about the product because it's ultimately pretty vague. It's just like, here's the general idea and concept of what you're making and what it's going to be called. That's what we're given. But it's just, make it however you want to make it, or want to try to make it. And then we'll layer on professional techniques afterwards, which I think is a pretty good way. So, for this first section, yeah, it's just, we're doing it. I don't know how to better explain it than that. But it's fun. So, on my stream, and actually specifically, the professors decided that the best way to make sure that students are engaged in what they're doing, especially in larger class, I guess. My class isn't necessarily a larger class, but all the same, the best way to make sure that people are engaged is to make what they're making fun, basically. And so we decided we're going to be making games, okay? It is a software, and you know, obviously, we're not allowed to use a game engine though, because the idea is that we're doing the programming for them. And in his words, game engines are great for getting the artisticness of the game, and I guess they're like and also they have like really refined like libraries built in for common things like collision. But that's not the point. The point of what we're doing is do it yourself. Experience it yourself. Do the programming, right? The art isn't the point. Heck, making a functional product isn't the point. The point is learning to program with a team. So we have to make everything ourselves, which isn't a problem for me, because obviously I've programmed a game entirely by myself. So, but yeah, and the game that I've been assigned has a pretty funny name and stuff. I did do a brief bit of work on it today. Maybe I'll pick it up on Sunday. On or not on stream. It's probably going to be nothing interesting though, so actually I'm probably going to do my own thing there, but, yeah. Oh, sheebies. Oh. Crap, I just went entirely around the mountain I needed to climb there. Whoops. Yeah, so that class is interesting. I don't know why I started talking about it. Oh right, because I was thinking I might do that stuff on stream. It would be fun to program that stuff on stream though. I mean, the professor says that, oh yeah, you know, we should work like spend like 15 hours a week outside of class on it, which is actually kind of generous considering. Wait, how much it is? You're supposed to spend like 3 hours outside of class per hour. I mean, accredited universities, you're supposed to spend 3 hours outside of class for every credit hour, or you're supposed to spend 3 hours studying or doing work for a course for every credit hour. Courses, a 4 credit hour course should be like. Well, okay, yeah, no, so it is a bit more, but honestly, and not my biggest problem is I just don't know what I can do next without stepping on the toes of other people, or what I can do next without, waiting for something someone else is doing to be done. I guess it's one of the downsides of working in a team, right? But honestly, this is the one class that I would love to be spending many hours outside of class working on, because it is actually quite fun to do that stuff. It's also, and because of just, you know, this first section is supposed to be just quick and dirty Oh shit. Quick and dirty make something. Ooh. We decided to use Python as the language that we're going to build this at least section in. I'm going to probably recommend we do future sections in processing because I know processing so much better, and it's also such a cheat for making games. Like anything OpenGL or a lot of library functions, it's basically done for you. It's able to be packaged up real nice as well. But we're using Python for now for the quick and dirty aspects. And I mean, it's also convenient because Python is pre-installed on the lab computers that we have in the room that we're doing it. But they're Linux computers as well. But here's the annoying part. So there's no Python IDEs installed. That's kind of annoying. But more importantly, in order to like install or to use Python libraries, Python is one of the more annoying languages to do this in. You have to install the library to the computer, which by default requires admin permissions. And the library that we're using, Pygame, is not pre-installed on those computers, which was kind of a roadblock. But the IDE issue actually came with a solution. So the IDE I wanted to use was the JetBrains IDE for Python, since there's a free version of that, and it's a JetBrains IDE, so why not? Of course, I can't just install that from the package manager or Ubuntu store because that requires admin permissions. But thankfully, JetBrains does have a portable version available for Linux, so I was able to download and run that. And that has a handy little tooltip install library, which I was able to click, and then it just worked. It created some sort of virtual environment successfully, which I don't know how it did that, because when I tried to manually make a virtual environment... here's what we're trying to do. When I tried to manually make a virtual environment, it did not work. And required admin permissions still, for some reason. Yeah, let's go. Oh, junk energy, let's go. It was strange. Those admin permissions, but you know, it just worked. The IDE with it just worked, and then from there we got going pretty well. Now, like with the first class when we were like really getting going into this, the professor was saying, you know, what's good progress today is just get like a dot moving around on the screen. And like as he was saying that, I already had that, like the little tech demo of draw a circle on the screen and have it move around. I think it was actually a rectangle that I drew, but you know, potato, potato, circle, rectangle, those are both pretty simple shapes to draw. One I guess, gripe that I do have with Pygame is that it's very confusing what you use to draw stuff, because there's like different objects and different methods you use to draw stuff. Like you have the screen method, which you can use to draw stuff sometimes. You have the Pygame.draw method or draw object that you can use to draw stuff sometimes. So yeah. I just do not know. Or it's just very confusing sometimes how to do stuff. And then, you know, the other people in the group, they're bringing in other things, like there's some sort of tiling library that reads in some XML file and generates some sort of tiled, or generates some sort of like an environment out of tiles, or out of tiled textures, which is interesting. Yeah, that is a bit of a shortcut. There's some other stuff with like people hard coding absolute and effectively absolute Windows paths onto their thing, and I don't think I'm gonna make this. Just under the line. Let's go. But yeah, that was very weird. I mean, it's very interesting, but you know, learning to work with a group, that's the whole fun of it. And so yeah. Let's see, what else can I do? I've done almost simple dailies. I'm not gonna go to the casino on stream, because I don't think YouTube would like that very much, mostly. Let's do the pizza thing. Because, like, Well, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't actually do gambling at the casino. I just spin the wheel for free shit, which is okay with me. That's a sweepstakes, y'all. This is a pickle. Oh well. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Just being inside the casino could be bad for YouTube. Not to say that we won't necessarily do the casino heist later in the stream when Charity Gold gets here. We might do that, and that's completely different. We're stealing from the casino. That's perfectly okay. Oh man. We might actually go. Traction, please. I might decide to go run Cayo Perico while we wait for Jared to hold up. No idea what time he's going to be able to join us at though. But yeah, so as I said before, Satisfactory 1.0 comes out on Tuesday. Long awaited. Not as long awaited as Scrap Mechanic though. Scrap Mechanic we've been waiting longer and have no updates on. But actually we may have a little bit of an update. They filed a copyright or updated the copyright date of Scrap Mechanic to say 2025. So like maybe January, maybe December. Because sometimes they'll just put the copyright date on the next year for some reason apparently. Companies do that sometimes. So maybe we're actually getting Scrap Mechanic 1.0 this year. Pipe dream, but maybe. To be fair, the last we've heard from Axelot about Scrap Mechanic was back in May when they tweeted something about having finally solved all the physics and lag problems with the game. Which, sure, if that's what's taken them so long, yay. That's good shit, because, yeah, physics really did need that. And they posted a GIF on Twitter where they were like, hey, here's like a whole bunch of stuff just falling on the ground. A whole bunch of loose objects falling on top of each other on the ground. Nothing's clipping through the ground. You can break those fences? I did not know that. Yeah, nothing's clipping through the ground, nothing's clipping through each other. The performance looks good, but it needs a GIF on Twitter, so we can't really tell the performance, but the theoretical performance looks amazing. Yeah. Cool stuff, guys. But yeah, actually, in terms of Satisfactory 1.0, obviously Coffee Stain is a lot more active with communicating with the community than Axelot is. They have someone whose job it is to make YouTube videos, for instance. They've done a lot of announcements, like here's a bunch of the cool shit in 1.0. There's like, announced today, I believe, there's a cloud storage system, which is pretty cool. I mean, you can't use it to store stuff to be used directly in production, but for player-based resources, it seems like a really cool thing. There's a lot of new quantum stuff which I don't quite understand. There's the what's it called? The power amplifier or whatever it is, which uses those one of those work in progress items. And you basically put one of those things into this machine, and it gives you 500 additional megawatts on your grid, plus like 10% of whatever like real generation you have. Why does my frame rate on OBS look so low? Dr. Copyright has arrived at Recording Studios? Heck no, I'm not going there. I don't want to get a copy strike on this stream. And I feel like if I were to... right. My destination's right here. I feel like if I were to play through the contract, I might get a copy strike. Due to the fact that the music... Well, I know that is GTA exclusive, or at least it initially was, GTA exclusive music from the contract, it still might be copyright issues on YouTube. And while I'm sure playing through the game is probably fair use, I don't want to risk it. Because when I played Railroads Online, God, this spike sucks. When I played Railroads Online on the stream, like in February or whenever I did that, yeah, I got a whole bunch of copy claims for the Railroads Online music, which I didn't realize. That was annoying. But yeah, I prefer to not do that, which is why, don't do the music. I mean, the radio station just always getting turned on when you... Where is this? Is it up here? It is up here. Total pizzas delivered. Oh, I must be on foot? Oh, well, I didn't need to do that then. Whoops, I didn't need to drive up there. Well, hey, that's the type of service that we call service. We're going to the UCLA ripoff. UALS, I guess is what it would be. University of San Andreas. Wait. USLS, that's what it would be. University of San Andreas, UCLA is... I have Minecraft open in the background. There's a Minecraft thunderstorm going on right now. The real version is UCLA. University of California at Los Angeles. USLS would be University of San Andreas in Los Santos, I guess. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but that's what I'm gonna call it, because that's effectively the riff on the IRL place. Well, it's a much reduced version of this. Actually, last semester I had a professor who went to UCLA. A long time ago, mind you, because he's old, but... Oh, this is not USLS. This is the hotel. Oh, it's nearby USLS. Okay. Which sounds like... To be fair, USLS sounds like what what we'd be saying if the Olympics were coming to GTA Online. But unfortunately, Rockstar did a very dumb thing with this. Because obviously, once GTA 6 comes out, GTA 5's version of GTA Online is probably going to die pretty quickly. And the servers are going to be taken offline. Which is a shame, because there's a great opportunity to have some sort of like Olympics-themed thing happening in 2028 when the Olympics are in LA. We do the Los Santos Olympics in GTA Online. This was a bad idea. Okay. Oh, this was a really bad idea. What the heck did I think? Why am I doing this? Oh, right, heat. That's our timer. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, let me just go there on foot, and then I'll go back down the hill. Oh shit, do I have to bring the delivery bike close? Fuck! Don't age gate my video, YouTube. Actually, I don't care if you age gate the stream, because it's GTA 5, which is basically age gated already. Alright, I got over there. I can't say whether that was easy or not. Look at this salary for doing this. I know in GTA Online there's been hyperinflation, so that's like literal pennies. Oh, and now it doesn't complain. Okay, we've been doing this for half an hour and done nothing of substance. I have to go all the way down to Vespucci. We will take the jump. If we don't stall on the way to the ramp. Spike feels like it's gonna stall. That's not good. Alright. This thing was so bad at taking the jump that it almost screwed us over. Gosh, could this... I mean, you're giving me $7,000 so far in earnings. Could you not have invested in a better bicycle or motorcycle, moped, on which to do deliveries? Guys, jeez. This thing is a piece of crap. You know, the second half of this year, specifically the fall to winter time span this year here, it's gotten so, where it's such like a good potential lineup of games releasing, or exciting stuff happening for games. Like obviously Satisfactory 1.0 is next week. Yeah, that's great. Planet Coaster 2 is coming out sometime in the next couple months. We don't know when, it just says fall 2024. And, obviously... that game is basically ready to go already. We've seen, you know, very stable development footage, which is pretty epic. Scrap Mechanic, maybe. Oh shit. Scrap Mechanic is theoretically gonna come out at some point this year. So yeah. You know, we got a good lineup of games to keep us going. GTA 6 is of course next year on console. Who knows when GTA 6 for PC will be released? It will be released at some point for PC. That is basically a guarantee. But it will not be launch day on PC, which is a mistake. In my opinion, that is a mistake. Because I'm only going to buy it on PC, and if you want me money, you best be putting it on PC. Because, you know, this is such a big title that people will find a way to pirate it off of consoles and put it on PC. The Xbox Series X edition of the game is specifically going to be the target of piracy. Because, well, Xbox is very similar to Windows in a lot of situations. It literally uses the Windows, or a version of the NT kernel, I believe. So, it's just got... yeah, I know the heat's running low. It's just got a little bit of, you know, tweaking you gotta do to emulate those Xbox-specific DLLs. Which wouldn't be that hard to do, because, mind you, very little actual emulation is necessary, considering... considering two things. One, Xbox is, well, it's all x86, so, like, you don't have to actually emulate the CPU instructions. And a lot of the most fundamental kernel level instructions, you also don't have to emulate, because... emulate or trick or whatever, because there's going to be a lot of... there's going to be a lot of, like, kernel instruction, or, not kernel instructions, but a lot of, like, API calls between that are shared between Xbox and Windows. So those are going to be really easy to just get working. You just got to have some Xbox-specific stuff that gets emulated. You just got to create versions of those DLLs that the game's going to want to run or look at. And do those yourself. I mean, I say that like that's going to be easy. Obviously, that's going to be pretty hard. But considering how big of a game GTA 6 is going to be, people are going to figure out Xbox Series emulation on Windows. Ooh, Pizza This Award. Interesting. But yeah, people are going to figure out how to rip Xbox Series games. That's first. and how to emulate them on Windows. That's the other thing. So I look forward to that happening. Microsoft, you might want to pressure Rockstar to release it for PC real quickly so that people don't have an incentive to try to crack Xbox game security on Windows. I guess let's go do some stuff for Kayabrika then, because I'm out of like random daily crap that I thought of doing. Man, like recently, until like last week actually, I hadn't actually done much more than just log in, drive around Los Santos, do some of those daily objective stuff. What was that daily objective? Hold on. Challenges. Okay, let's go. Actually, no. Let's steal steal a vehicle from the military base. Let's do that. Because that sounds pretty easy. He says. Well, that's fun. Well, let's steal something from the military. That sounds easy. If you're in Russia, then yes, that is easy. Not very hard to do that in Russia. Hence why they're so bad. Yeah, I don't think that'd go pretty well, all that well in America. To be fair though, if no one notices that it's gone, like within the first like day or so of you taking stuff, you're probably actually gonna get away with it. As the U.S. as military-industrial complex is so big and so inefficient that they don't even know how big they are. If there's one less M16 in the stockpile, they'll probably just assume they misplaced or miscounted at some point. Yeah. So, keep that in mind. If you're gonna steal from the military, make sure it's something where they won't notice and will think they just had an accounting error. Because, I mean, to be fair, they probably won't notice the impact of one or two things going missing, considering how they just left behind so much military equipment in Afghanistan when they left. That was probably the biggest mistake they made recently. That we know of. To be fair, there's also a lot of other inefficiencies and wastes of taxpayer dollars in the military sense, like hotshot generals and higher-ups, not necessarily generals, colonels, generals, majors, sending an entire, convoy of military equipment to the wrong base because their egos are too big to realize or to admit that they made a mistake until they get called out on it. And at that, there's not really punishment for wasting the taxpayer dollars for sending your stuff from Oklahoma to Washington instead of Oklahoma to Maine or some shit like that. That sort of thing happens. Yeah, I've seen stories online of that happening, and it's just bro. And then they say, well, this is there's much bigger wastes of money that the military does. This is just one that you know about. So oh yeah, not to mention that the Pentagon actually has no idea where a lot of their money goes. They actually cannot track it. Just they know the money got spent, but they don't know on what, because they tried to audit themselves and it was we have no idea where. It's too hard to account for stuff. Stuff is getting double accounted.
Civilian hangar owner. Give them access to the base.
It has to be specifically a military vehicle. I wonder if a military aircraft counts. I mean, we do have the tank here. I'm hearing a helicopter. I am hearing a helicopter. Because an aircraft is probably the easiest thing for me to steal around here. They're getting busy.
Hey, I'm over here.
Someone just said, "Hey, over here."
And get ready for the opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh, there's a military vehicle. I can still listening to the NPCs. I generally don't hear the random background conversations. All the NPCs, because again, I'm not wearing headphones and it's quite quiet, so I can't hear it. This is something that I'm actually a little bit intrigued by. I don't know if this is based off the real military base that this is almost certainly based off. I don't know if this is like based off Vandenberg or anything like that. But there's this giant trench. It's a pretty wide trench as well that runs all the way around the base. And occasionally has these little like gated sections. It doesn't actually have a gate into the actual base there. I don't know what the point of this is. Is this like some sort of way that they can easily transport resources around the base? Or is this like, if the base ever comes under attack from an enemy, this is like the zone of death or something like that? Like the first line of defense that the enemies will have to like get through in order to get to the place. I mean, oh, it ends here. I did not know that. Because, I don't know, it seems like a pretty effective way to just transport stuff around the edge of the base without messing with all the stuff inside the base. Weird, it just kind of like ends at the fire station right here, then continues on the other side. Some random construction equipment that's running back there. Interesting. Anyhow, we can continue through here while I contemplate over what we're going to steal. I hope it considers an aircraft a vehicle. Because to be fair, personal aircraft are considered your personal vehicle when you have them out, which is very annoying, but actually, like, a reason why I say that this might be very just like this might be like an effective way to like move stuff around the base without interfering with stuff on the inside is, despite the fact that this goes up at the end of the runway, it's lowered down, so like you wouldn't have to worry about planes in here. I mean, you got these high fences anyway, but still. I didn't realize that the end of the runway had a gate there. That's interesting. But yeah, I would be curious to know what the point of this trench around Fort Zancudo is. Again, like the other side, it kind of comes up here, goes back in here, some sewage stuff right outside the wall here. There's another military vehicle I could steal. I do want to try stealing an aircraft though, because those, again, are more fun to steal. Okay, we've gone all the way around. Ooh, you can get some air off those things. It's also, you know, much easier to lose the cops when you're in an aircraft. But also, like, my theory of this being the first line of defense, you get down to the gates and they just kind of end like this. It's kind of like, they just ground level end, so I guess that's like, oh, steal that without any issue. So let's see if that counts. Because there's never anyone back here. There's just an empty parking lot that no one ever actually is here. I've seen this here before. Ah, fuck, I got the cops immediately. Only 2 stars, though. Huh. Did that do it? Challenges, dude. No, that didn't count as stealing a vehicle. I guess I gotta drive it off base. I know they're gonna probably start shooting at me. But let's see about... Yeah, here they come. Let's see about stealing an aircraft. Like this one.
Scumbag.
3 stars, let's go. My mental state is rising? Oh no. Anyway, oh, my car's right there. That's a bad place to park it. Oh, good thing it's a pretty short thing. Oh, shit. That completed the challenge, though. I guess that was a tank that shot at me there. Still, yeah, this tank shot at me. Dang. Let's, steal this one. This one instead. Hope there's a guy guarding it. Damn it. Oh, I hear the bugle going. At 10 a.m. Okay, yeah. No shit, that would be a bugle going on off at 10 a.m. Wow. I have been live for 37 minutes so far. We've done nothing of substance, guys. It feels great. It feels great. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what model of jet that this is supposed to be in IRL. Is this supposed to be like an F-15? I actually don't know. I think the F-22 is a completely different... Oh, hopefully these, Oh my god, these tanks might... Yep, okay, they shooting at me. Take evasive maneuvers. Okay, cool. I got out of there this time with my life. These things do have missiles. Yay! The security in Fort St. Kuno is pretty lax, honestly. Let's bring up that landing gear. Whee! I don't have a use for this plane, but I just wanted to take it and... Yeah, I have a faster plane. That's definitely. Well, I have the F-35 equivalent in GTA Online. I think they might I'm not entirely sure. I think there might be some sort of F-22 equivalent. You know what? Here. We're only flying an airplane, so, you know, that's some pretty, simple stuff. We probably won't crash if I just hop on over to Warstock and... I think this is what we're in. This is one of the most expensive planes. This is the F-35. This is the Harrier jump jet. Maybe they don't have an F-22 equivalent. I could have sworn that they did. Or maybe they did have it, but they just removed it from sale. Oh boy. These are things that I do not know. Anyhow, yeah, let's do some Cayo Perico shit. Get that, heist base. And, increase our speed with an afterburner here, and, get to doing Cayoing, and a bit of Cayoing and a bit of Pericoing. I don't know how I'm gonna land this thing, honestly. This is a challenge I really should not be participating in right now. Good enough! Wait, crap, I'm gonna spawn back on land, aren't I? Ah! Give me the dinghy.
Hey!
Out of my way. I need to ding the E. Which is actually quite large. It's not very dingy-like, honestly. Beep, beep, beep. Ooh, you should look where you're going. You people should watch where you are. You know, you never know who's going to be backing up over you. Getting a launch of them. The submarine will fix everything. Also, we love how no one questions the giant Russian submarine It just, you know, happens to be existing off the coast of LS right now. For some reason I have a water mask on. I don't understand it. Do not understand it. Anyhow, let's just start the boss. So I can do the heist crap. I haven't done any setup yet for this heist. Cool. Gather intel, shall we? I will be gathering exactly 0 useful intel. Well, I guess besides what the target is. But let's be real, the target's going to be the tequila, or the bonds, which are like the worst ones. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be like the diamond. The ruby, whatever it is. But you know,
So we go back to paradise.
yeah, we go back, Pavel.
Safest approach to reconnaissance is to pose as one of Mr. Rubio's smugglers. I have been
What?
monitoring
No,
air
I
traffic
never
from
would have
the
guessed
island,
that.
and I have coordinates of the most recent plane to land in Los Santos. I, for one, am keen to see how things have changed since our last trip.
Okay. Anyhow, I doubt this is going to happen, but theoretically it'd be possible for us to get the Panther statue, which I've only ever gotten once. And I got it because they had an event going at the time. I don't remember what the event was, but they had an event going at the time where you were guaranteed to get the Panther statue once if you ran Cayo Perico or set up during the event. And I got that, and when I finally completed that, that was like the last one of the objectives to have gotten all the objectives. I feel like if you haven't done Cayo Perico in a longer period of time, you potentially get the more valuable options, but it's still random. If you do too many Cayo Pericos too fast, you get put into hard mode, which is fun. I forget what the main difference between hard mode is. I don't know if you get more reward, but you definitely... Oh, the only thing I can remember from hard mode is that, wow, this is like the farthest away location. Anyway, the only thing I remember is that the hacks doing the fingerprint hacks gets a bit harder. For the tunnel door, you have to do 2 instead of 1. And for the office, you have to do 4 instead of 3. And you also have to do more of the fingerprint on each, I believe. Which really isn't that much more of a challenge. But there's some other stuff that hard mode requires or enforces as well, and I don't remember what it is. Besides, I guess, just, you know, making the enemies generally harder. But if you're following speedrun strats to run Cayo Perico, you generally will generally be fine, I guess. Yeah, because theoretically with speedrun strats, you don't trip the guards, and I don't think you can voluntarily put yourself into hard mode. I think it's just like it happens, and you will be like immediately like required to do it. I think the plane can survive like 1 blast from this helicopter. All right, let's go. I don't know why we don't just take the cash and drugs that these guys have on them. Like, that's easy money right there, guys. It's worth a significant amount. And we don't even have to go to the island for it.
Then keep flying south until you hear the sound of angry blonde Colombian on Tropical Beach.
Also, they,
Disguises should be in back of plane. You can change on the way. And leave your weapons. Mr. Rubio will not trust smugglers. The guards will shoot you on sight if you are armed.
Yeah, so the biggest problem with, Cayo Perico, or with... No, I don't know why I just started talking about problems. Okay, are we above the altitude? Are we above like 1,000 now? We are, actually. No, we're not. We need to go up a bit farther, I think. I think it's about 1,000 where we get faster. Any more above that is a tad bit useless. Because we just have more speed going into altitude than is necessary. But yeah, they changed how the actual trigger point for going to Kayaprika works. The dot itself is a lot, or the actual area that you run into is a lot smaller now. It basically has to be the dot. You can't just like fly in between the bridges in Los Santos anymore, because you'll be flying for a while and nothing will happen. You actually have to go to the dot, which is so much closer apparently. Actually, fun fact about the bridges and those highway bridges at the south side of Los Santos there. The giant truss-shaped arch-shaped truss, whatever it is, the red one. That was based off of a real-life bridge that no longer exists. I don't remember why it either fell down or was demolished, but it was. So the only place you can actually see that bridge now is actually in GTA 5. Which is pretty cool that they keep that around. It's the bridge that you cannot really see right now from here. Like, you can see the suspension one, which maybe is themed after the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm not entirely sure though. Because it is green instead of red. Let's see. We have been live for almost an hour now. Still no sign of JD Cool joining the call, so maybe I did make good time for live streaming after all. I feel like I do kind of like give off that vibe of like, yeah, I'm one of those smuggler guys from this, just based off how I currently look and all. Actually, you can also kind of judge, I guess, how much I look like my actual GTA Online character. Which, mind you, I made this character like 3 years ago. I looked a bit different 3 years ago. Mustache was there, but not nearly as there as it is today. Because I guess I've just had time for it to grow. Chin fuzz is basically non-existent here. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna shave it off again at some point. It's been like 2 weeks since I've actually shaved this. The annoying thing about shaving is that, like, oh, there we go. All right. The thing about shaving is it's effectively you have to do it. It isn't really optional. Well, it is, but it isn't. You can't just have like a clean face and decide and just never shave, which is so annoying. But that's like, I mean, theoretically, I could get get like laser hair removal to just get rid of that stuff, which is an option, but
right over there.
Expensive and annoying option.
Go on.
The only place I mean, shaving is kind of an easier.
As soon as you go beyond the airstrip, you must be careful. If guards get a good look at you while you are in the restricted area, they will know something is not right. Safest thing is to stay out of sight.
Yep. The only thing I would potentially consider laser hair removal for is that there's like a mole, I think, on the bottom of my chin that's always grown hair, as far as I can, I guess, remember. Long before any of the rest, long before any of the rest of facial hair was grown in around that, there's hairs that are growing out of that and trimmed it. It is a lot bigger and more annoying.
What are you doing here?
Well, that did not go well, now did it? I was not expecting them to be looking this direction immediately. Hey, I have plausible deniability. I just saw a motorcycle and I had to go riding it around the island, man. Now there's not a motorcycle here. Crap. I do know where there's another one nearby.
You break the rules too many times, they break you one time, with no need to do it again.
Yeah. There is technically a time limit on this when they'll actually start looking for you. But it's not a big deal. Oh no, you get thrown off a few times, you get sent back to Los Santos, you gotta do it again. It's a video game, it's not a big deal. It's not like real life where you get shot and die for real. It's a video game. You basically just gotta restart. Should be a motorcycle somewhere over here. There it is. And now we just gotta take this. There's a camera right there for some reason. It's a really random location for there to be a camera, honestly. Yeah, those cameras are easy to sneak around though. Those are the easy ones. This time we won't go nearly... This time we'll... Oh. Great. This time we'll do a little bit more sneaking and not come nearly as close to that. I was a bit cocky there. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. We can squeak right through. No, we can't. And if, what am I gonna... If this speedrun strat fails, okay, we gotta make sure we go well around this guy's cone of vision this time. There we go. Whew. Alright. Next up is get past this guy. We can take a wait for this. We wait for him to look back towards the sea, and then go back to where he is now, and that's when we can go. Because that's when it'll be, that's when we know he won't look back for a hot second. Oh, the car just spawned there. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Okay, so now he's looking towards the sea. We would definitely... I don't know, sneaking past this checkpoint on foot is annoying. There is a way you can just, like, risk-free go around it, but it takes a while. I remember the early days of me going on Kaiprigo, this was one of the hardest things to do, is get past this point. Alright, we good. Let's run it. Shit. Nope. Ah, frick. Well, that bike is cooked. Crap. Well, that's me expending all the bikes here. We gotta do the long and slow way now then, because I ain't sneaking through that normally. Wow, that is... Okay, we are just beyond this vision. Good. That is very unfortunate. Okay, let's go this way, behind this building. Actually, we run across the road here, because we need to get down this way. Into the party area. Yeah, my attempt to cheese there went pretty poorly. It's kind of weird that that is just unlocked. They do prevent us from going... Rockstar did prevent us from going up to these cliff tops, which is annoying, but It is also very weird that this party place is just kind of like abandoned here. There's no one here. So quiet. But there's still fires burning, like there should be people here. There's still stuff here on the beach. And like... Is that someone fishing that I'm hearing? Anyway, you can just go like walk right around this stuff. As long as you hug the wall, you'll be fine, and the guard boats that patrol the island won't, you know, care about you at all, basically. Are those bugs, or... Again, I don't usually wear headphones while doing this, so I'm hearing all sorts of sounds that I usually don't hear. You're not wearing headphones right now. You probably won't be able to hear them either. Okay.
Hello there, JSD Cool.
Hello there, JRD Cool. You finally made it.
Yes, and to do that because I'm going to grab the arrow keys out of my bag.
I don't think there's anything interesting here for us to take a picture of. There's a guard right there, though. Gotta go around him. Through the water. So this way of sneaking around is pretty easy, but a bit more time consuming than the cheesy motorcycle way. Too bad I expended all the motorcycles.
Mwah, mwah.
I mean, the first time I got caught because I bailed off a trick and landed in someone's cone of vision, and the second time I failed the maneuver and the bike fell in the water.
Mwah, mwah.
Exactly. So yeah.
What's in my controller? Besides, it's always and I am able to connect to the computer because it's
Okay.
idiot like
Make
that
sure we don't
now
get
for
seen
some
by
reason.
that car. Okay, we should be good now. Should be past that that vehicle's cone of vision. All right. Going straight ahead now through the wilderness. Alright. Here's that random cage in the middle of the woods that no one knows why is here. Actually, if we take a picture of this and send it to Pavel, he does offer a remark.
Torture cage. Typical cartel methods. Take a good look. This will be your home for a very long time if you are caught. Although it can be survived. I once spent a whole summer in one of these. Let me tell you, the Welsh are a people not to be trifled with.
The Welsh. Okay. Okay.
Why is this being so slow?
Okay, then we gotta sneak past this guy at the base of the tower here, so which means... Wait. Crap, what does it mean when there's a guy at the base of the tower? Is it...
Do not assume access point to the network will be the same this time. Signal box may
Not
have
at
moved.
the base.
Check high, check low.
As long as we don't alert this guy to our presence by making loud noises, we should be fine. Alright.
What is my computer doing?
I would like to know that as well, yes. It's good that they don't notice the guy in the orange jacket, the bright orange jacket climbing up their tower here. It's always a good time. And okay, here we are. We could go up one more level. Well, we probably will to jump off the top. Old lab. Okay, we have to get to 68.
Some reason I launched GTA and it just was just letting a lot of stuff out on my computer.
That is very strange.
I have connection. You can use it with the app on your phone. Now, what do we have here?
What do we have here? And you didn't look at it, so I don't know what are you going on about. How?
Have a look in the basement. No need to change the winning formula, yes?
Basement. Here we go. Okay.
Over there, in display case.
Ruby
Do
necklace.
you see the size of this necklace? Must be worth a fortune. Let us find out exactly how much, huh?
Same as last time we saw this
Getting through the
panel.
case will be a challenge. Use the wrong tool and you destroy what is inside. I will do some research.
Nothing in the office here. Nothing in the office here. Don't know why we can't steal the paintings that are on the wall, but I guess they're not valuable. There's a painting.
Hard cash? Always welcome. I will mark location. Gold. I see. I have made a note on the planning board.
More gold.
It's on
Good.
your planning screen now.
Alright, third gold. Okay, if we do this multiplayer, we can do 2 bags full. We do have to go around to a lot of different places, though.
There's only so much you can carry. You want more? Bring friends.
More cash.
Location noted.
Okay, and we've gone through all the interior locations where we could have shit to steal. All right, let's take a look at where on the map that those locations actually are. Okay. Oh, 2 of those are in one of the building. Okay, cool. So once we get the stuff inside, we then go out through the tunnel here into this building. Then we sneak over to this building. Pretty easy. Let's jump off the tower. There goes GTA again on Jaredy Cool's computer. Bum, 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 bum. Look at all this communication equipment they have. Like, I mean, I understand the cell service, but like, what is it? It's a grapple took us up here.
Hold on. My controller down there. Continue. Alright, I am updating my Xbox controller.
Yes, because your controller needs an update now.
For whatever reason, it's been happening very recently, when I go to connect it to a computer it already has connected to, like, even like just the day before, it'll act as if it had been connected to a different computer previously. So it doesn't like automatically connect via Bluetooth. Which I'm like, okay, that is very weird, it hasn't done that before.
Yikes.
Now it forced me to connect it via USB to do this, but you're probably in a thing I can't join you directly with.
Am I? Oh, look.
Are you on Puerto Rico?
Not anymore. Oh yeah, you should be able to join me.
Okay.
I do not have a person.
Information request to join game has been sent to Jason. There it goes. I started loading into story mode, but there's like you can hit the home button to bring up the overlay, so I did that.
Alright.
Right, my driving might be sub-optimal at the moment, and flying will not be pretty.
Fun. Well, okay. Well, we're so far doing,
Where am I? There, okay. You're probably registered as a boss at the moment, aren't you?
Yep. We'll do the,
What are you doing, game?
Considering what we're currently up to, I will... Well, considering I'm already, I guess, starting the process, but we can do the heist on my ship for now. I did get the the ruby necklace, so... Bush Dave can go suck it. Suck it. Where am I going? Scooch
Okay.
Beach, I think, is the best place for me to drive to right now. What?
I'm gonna have to alt F4 GTA again.
Oh.
Here. OS.
What's going wrong? What's wrong with it?
Here, you'll see in a second.
I'll see?
Yeah, you'll see in a second.
I mean, I have to leave the game while on stream to look at Discord or something?
Yeah, look at Discord quickly.
Well, that's not particularly effective. Sure. Well, enjoy my Steam for now, guys. On stream. It's just loading.
Yeah, just constantly sit like that. I mean, I can bring up that menu. That doesn't do me much.
You can try like just pressing Alt F4 and seeing if that.
Oh, there's a different loading symbol in the lower corner. That did nothing.
I mean, Alt F4 and cancel sometimes will make it get through whatever it's doing, or at least cancel whatever it's doing. And
Yeah, it didn't seem to do it.
well, okay, restart then.
that.
Alright, let's get the helicopter here. And the helicopter back to the thing. Actually, I gotta. Actually, before I actually. While you restart, before I actually do any missions here, I think I'm gonna go take a leak once I get into my submarine. So, oh, okay, go up a bit. Don't want to lose my helicopter in the water just now. Oh, the dinghy's still here. Cool. So, yeah, I will mute my microphone quickly then, as I'm going to the can. Jaredy Cool is still going to be on stream to talk to you guys.
All I'm waiting for right now is... Don't bump my desk. Is to get my controller updated for one, for GTA to load through and not screw me out of playing. I want to be task manager. No, not there. Do this. Move there like that. It did it. Did it do that stuff? I'm still playing the update, so it must have done something where it's... I'm not touching it anymore. Alright. Joining the online. Applying update 100%. Okay. J-School is gonna have to re-invite me. Cool. Next. Okay. Alright, hopefully... Okay, now let's...
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back, Jason. Cool. I am in, you need to send me an invite again.
Yes. So we go Secure Serve Fire Systems.
Okay, go back to settings.
Jaredy Cool. Let me adjust my blanket here, stream. Because it has been like rotated at a weird angle here. All stream.
Oh,
That's been kind of. Alright. Let's go through the Kyoan and the Precoan. Alright, get out your, Phantom Wedge, Jaredy. I'm gonna need it. Alright. Oh, it only... Gosh, it stops playing the warning sound there. Never noticed that it stops playing the kind of warning buzzer before you actually leave, or before you do the animation ends.
J-School, can you please quickly mute on stream?
Mute the stream? Is that what you said?
Yes, mute.
Hey guys, just want to say sorry for the lack of audio here. I'm currently have to, talk about a personal thing on the call here, so we're not doing audio right now. Yeah. So anyhow, back to silence. Alright then, sorry to have to end the stream like this, but the WAN show is now live, which means it's time for us to end the stream here. Sorry about this muting at the end. It's complicated, but you know, hopefully we won't hopefully this doesn't become a recurring thing. So anyhow, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, ring the bell so you can be notified of future live streams, and I'll see you later. Bye!